All right, guys. I've been uploading a long time, been very busy, but I saw this video over here just to kind of catch up with everything going on with David's situation. And what I do know is that a lot of people are saying that they keep changing the story or they keep putting this, and that. I have so many new discoveries or new theories, etc. Of different situations with David, as well as the video that TMZ put out. And I don't know if you guys know this, but TMZ obviously is it's kind of like a psyop. They are in on it. They're in bed with LAPD. They're in bed with all these artists. They know, they're basically, the artists basically just send them the videos to create a narrative so that it builds momentum on their name and makes them more popular, etc., etc. Now, the thing is, I'm not going to get too much into that yet. I just want to start off with this video. I don't want to take any of this guy's credit. His name is IJANKE. I believe he has 160,000 subscribers. Definitely go subscribe to him and go like the video. I already liked the video because it was a great video. I had listened to it while I was just playing some games here and there. Now, I'm gonna try to do some parts of the video, or maybe do the full video, because I have to go out right now. But here we go. It's gonna start right off, and I'm gonna keep pausing it and explain some things here and there of each and every scenario.
In years, as he would get accused of murdering an underage girl who he's been in a romantic relationship with for multiple years. Now, what made this situation so bad was there was more evidence against him that could ever be accounted for, turning the entire internet against him and making basically everyone believe that he's 100% guilty. This video is a super condensed version of all of the evidence against David. Therefore, let's go all the way back to the very beginning. Now, the person found deceased in the trunk of his Tesla was named Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a 15-year-old girl who had allegedly been dating David for multiple years. Very strange.
Okay, well, he probably got, I don't know if he, well, yes, technically she would be 15, but she was found when she was 14. Now remember that number, 14.
Considering the fact that David is a 20-year-old, and like I said, he had been talking to her for multiple years. David's a PDF file? I think yes. On top of that, David would release his hit song Romantic Homicide on September 7th of 2022.
Alright, so right here, the people are saying that it was her birthday, anniversary, basically. I forgot, I don't know how old she would be. I think she would be 12 here. So basically she would be 12, he would be 17 or around there. See, the thing is, September 7, he keeps posting a lot of things on September 7. And I'm going to show you right off the bat something else. You know what? I'll show it in a little bit. Let's just keep going.
Conveniently, that's actually Celeste's birthday, and she would have turned 13 years old that year. Many people thought this meant David had to have been dating Celeste whenever she was 13, assuming the song was wrote about her because it was literally posted on her birthday. But if he had
Okay, so it was 13 actually, which makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense why it would be 13. And I'm going to go down the route of why, and basically why he chooses not, I don't know if it's him. See, look, like, this is where I need you guys to comment and let me know, because I'm not completely educated into David's career. But I do want to know, did he meet this girl before he got famous or after he got famous? Did he basically was talking to this girl before any of the Fortnite stuff, any of that stuff? Or was it during when he was becoming famous? When it was with his music? I need to know that, because that's a really big part into one of my theories. There's multiple theories I have, but that's one of them.
Enough of an attachment to her to write a song for her, he would have had to have known her before this point, which means that she would have been 12 years old. And with the song being titled Romantic Homicide, we can assume they had some sort of romantic relationship. But the allegations would only get worse after this point, because numerous
I want to show you something else on the Romantic Homicide. I'm pretty sure I just saw, which is the petals. You see that? The white rose. He even explains it in his videos, that he explains how it's symbolic and all this stuff. And I'm going to prove that basically what I'm saying here is it's not crazy in the slightest. This is exactly what he even says. He even says that it's symbolic. He explains it. He even tells Benny Blanco. His attorney is Blair something Blair with a B. And she represented Lindsay Lohan, etc., etc. And I think Lindsay Lohan also has that tattoo, I'm pretty sure. So the thing is, this is all symbolic. They're all connected. We're going to keep going. 1 second.
Homicide, we can assume they had some sort of romantic relationship. But the allegations would only get worse after this point, because numerous leaked screenshots from David's Discord proved that even years ago, he had some sort of romantic relationship with Celeste. Not just that, but many people even called her his girlfriend, which, considering the fact that she was so young at the time, is honestly just disgusting. He has a girlfriend, pretty sure he's dating right now. Her name is Celeste. I'm in a song crisis right now. Drop the one with the missing girl Celeste Rivas Hernandez. It's weird how it looked like so many people knew about David and Celeste's relationship, and also that Celeste was a missing girl, yet they did nothing about it. Didn't go to authorities or even confront David about it, they just let it be. And on top of that, things only got darker. As pictures would show, David even paying off people to keep their mouths shut about the situation. It's really disturbing when you think about it. This guy is a PDF file from what I've heard. My sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader, let's just call her C, and she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in 9th grade now, and it turns out C's friends knew that he had to pay them to keep their mouth shut. C has been missing for over a month.
Alright, so I think from my question before, she's saying she's gonna go to LA, so I'm pretty sure he's from Texas, right? Guys, remember, correct me in the chat. I need people to correct me in the chat so I can pretty much get down to it. Also, if he just started to go into LA and this is becoming a narrative as he's becoming famous, then my theory, I personally believe, is going to be correct. That's just me.
Month now, and no one knows her whereabouts. Definitely something strange going on. It's honestly so bad that so many people knew something was going on, but no one ever spoke out about it. There would even be screenshots that I don't even want to show of Celeste talking about her sexual experiences with David, despite, like I said, her literally being a 13 to 15-year-old when she was dating him. In the court of law, that is literally considered the R word. So not only is David getting convicted of murder, but he's also a PDF and a ARPist. A leaked song from a couple years ago would also show him literally talking about Celeste. Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest, smell her on my clothes like cigarettes, I hear her voice each time I take a breath, I'm obsessed. Oh Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed.
Okay, so the theory behind one of the things I want to talk about is how there's two Celestes, and a lot of people are talking about that, I understand. But you'll see actually the symbolism that they use and even the clothes that they wear. And this is how artists do it. Everything is art, right? So even the people that they hang around with, that they, you know what I mean? Like that's part of the symbolism that they use. If you notice, I just realized this right now because I don't listen to his music or whatever. But if you notice, he says "Oh Celeste" twice. You see that? So, in my opinion, the two Celeste theory, where there's two of them, and obviously I feel like there is two Celeste. So I think that's pretty much confirmed. And if that is the case, then this is 100. I feel like, for me personally, I feel like it's 100% going to be this theory that I'm going to explain. I'm sorry that I'm kind of blue balling you guys, but this theory is, I feel like, so solid. And David, I feel like if David's watching this, I don't know, I kind of doubt he will, but if he does, David, I'm telling you, I already know exactly how your symbolism works. I know exactly what you're doing. I know literally verbatim exactly how you're doing it and what you're doing to create so that you become a big artist. It's not rocket science. Every artist has done this in the past. You are not special in any way, shape, or form, in the slightest. Okay? You are just doing what all the other artists have done in Hollywood and beyond. You're not special, brother. No offense, with all due respect. With that being said, if I'm correct, hit me up. And I promise you, I'll keep my mouth shut. Because I know for a fact that this is exactly how you are doing it. And this is the reason why you are connected to Benny Blanco and all these big artists and these big attorneys and big names and all these things. Listen, I'm not stupid. This has been going on for probably over a century now with Hollywood. Okay? So please, give me a break.
Name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear
I'm
her
gonna
voice
fast forward
each
a little
time
bit.
I take a breath. I'm obsessed.
Maybe go a little faster,
Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed. Yeah, that's pretty concerning, bro. I'ma be honest. You look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed. It's so disturbing how so many people haven't put the pieces together. David's writing all of these songs about a missing girl. Granted, they are leaked songs, and I'm pretty sure like they just got leaked after the allegations came out. But he's been constantly talking about her and even showing her in other people's content for like the longest time.
They say water. They say water. They say water.
Right, okay. This is a good
Don't
one.
be shy. Don't be shy.
This is a good one. So supposedly these are the two Celeste here.
Don't be shy.
I'm not too
can't
sure.
forget.
I can't confirm, but this is the biggest one here. This one right here. Okay.
How are you?
Now this is supposedly the Celeste, right? I personally think this is the Celeste that is the older one. Obviously, a lot of people believe that as well. But if you notice, look at her shades. You get it? Look at her shades. She's hiding, right? You know, when you wear sunglasses, you feel like you're hiding, like in that movie with Adam Sandler, whatever. But if you notice, she has the C and the C right there, 33 basically, CC. And she also has the, you know, Celeste. So there's two C's right here. And she's meeting this guy, Jason. And the name Jason is ironic, you know, everyone kind of knows is the killer of, you know, the hit series of whatever it is, you know, Jason, whatever. So the thing is, it's ironic that she's meeting this guy, and he's also made a song and friends with David. And he's the one who protected David during this whole incident and like kind of like got his back. And also when he's talking, later on he's going to be talking and he's going to be saying something that's so, it's like he's smiling and everything. Like it seems like he's just doesn't give a, not in this, I'm not talking about smiling here. I'm talking about like when he's going to be explaining like his ideas with Celeste and how everything is going. You're going to see that it feels like he knows something. Like, I'm not saying he does. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he does, but I'm saying that he knows the plot because this whole thing is a plot. It's a storyline. It's like a novella. And you're just eating up all the episodes the entire time. Meanwhile, I'm just going to give you the straight to the point what I think, like straight, like there is no bullshit narratives here. This is just all about symbology and what they use to promote their, you know, their imagery, whatever you want to call it. It's a ritual. It's kind of like a ritual. And before you knock down anything when it comes down to rituals, you do rituals every single day without even knowing. You do a lot of it. Basically, the world is revolved around symbols, numbers, and rituals. And obviously much more, but we'll get into that later.
Celeste, I've been chilling, just vibing.
David, somebody,
Right
hey,
here.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Right here.
He didn't kill anybody, bro. He's been on tour. He literally performed yesterday. Bro, do you see the videos that he makes? Either he was framed or my theory is somebody killed somebody.
Here. Right here. So he says right off the rip, he says, this is my theory.
Someone and stole David's car and left it in the trunk. But I'm also
Look at that. Also, I'm not a detective.
I'm not blaming any.
So boom, in my opinion, I feel like he was so nervous in that moment that he kind of told the truth. I think the theory will go, is that Celeste was jealous of the other Celeste, or whatever the case may be. And that the reason why you're not hearing about the other Celeste, which is the older one, is because they think, in my opinion, that it was her. Now, I'm not saying him, I'm not saying Jason's saying that. I'm saying that in like the story, if this whole story is like, you know, going down, if this whole story is true and they're talking about this, etc., there are basically the reason why everyone's quiet is because I think it might be the other Celeste, which is the other girl, the older girl that we just saw that met Jason, and that she did something to this girl. Now, the thing is, I'm gonna go in that a little bit more, but let's
the videos
keep
that he
going. Hold on.
makes. Either he was framed or my theory is somebody killed somebody.
So either he was framed. So it's possible that Celeste framed David. right? It's very possible. I'm not saying that she did. This is not a confirmed theory. I'm just alleging here. I don't know. But I'm saying most of the time, these things, when it comes down to these artists, they have an agenda to fulfill for the record company. And the record company protects them in whatever thing that they have to do. I'm not saying that he did kill her. I'm not saying this has nothing to do with that. This has to do with basically symbology. There's a reason why he spoke about it in all of his songs. There's a reason why he released things in certain days. There's a reason why he got his first album out in that same day. There's a reason why he wants to. It's the reason why he got the Fortnite song, and he became the first guy with the first Fortnite's anthem. There's a reason for these things, guys. There is a reason. It's not just random. It's not just money. It has nothing to do with only money. It has to do with symbology. And guess what? Money is symbols as well. Money is obviously with numbers. Numbers is symbols. Symbols is letters. And letters is symbology. It's as simple as that.
Someone and stole David's car and left it in the trunk. But I'm also not a detective, so.
I'm not blaming any of these streamers because I'm sure a lot of them didn't know that Celeste was underage. I'm just talking about all the fans in the Discord that knew that she was a missing girl and also underage are the ones to be blamed in this situation. Obviously, David is a fucking weirdo regardless, assuming.
And I want to show you the reason why he's always using that. This is a symbolic meaning. He has the black star right where his third eye would be. And isn't that the pimple patch thing that everyone using now or whatever? So he's using that black star and right in the middle where his third eye would be. Okay? Now, there's a reason for all of this. Get it? He's a black star. He is. As simple as that. And it goes more deeper than this. Obviously, I can explain why he's choosing this and why he's choosing it to put it over his third eye so his third eye cannot see.
Weirdo regardless, assuming all of this stuff is true, which I mean the evidence is looking like it is, but all these people just holding all this stuff in and not reporting it to authorities, police, or anything like that, it's just so bad because now this girl who was being taken advantage of is gone. I feel like this entire situation is a wake-up call, that celebrities are almost never the kind of people you think they are. Even if they portray themselves as a good person to their fans, that doesn't mean that they're righteous people behind the scenes.
Also, David's just like when we work together, he's just like so good in the room and is just so creative, has so many ideas, and like,
and he's a good person, too.
He's a great person, yeah.
He's a good dude, bro. And,
he's a great dude.
Again, I bet you Leroy and Adapt didn't actually know what was going on with David behind the scenes. They just know him from, what they've seen, their impressions of him, where he was a good guy. Even though we obviously know now that that is not the case. XQC has undoubtedly had the biggest deep dive on the David situation.
Now, this is where it all kind of started for reason why I started making videos. I watch XQC a few times here and there. I don't really watch him all the time, but I saw this on I think Twitter. My friend sent it to me. And basically, he got an email from somebody. It's going to explain right here. And let me add my 2 cents after this.
With people even sending him emails of some pretty dark and disturbing things that I haven't seen anyone else talk about. It would all start after XQC would get an email from a random viewer. And this is what it would say.
I decided to open my emails for whatever reason. I saw some person show me, tell me about this David thing. And dude, it was some crazy shit, but it made sense. Look at this shit.
By the way, I can translate XQC. He's basically saying, usually I don't really open emails, but this time I randomly opened one. Just, I don't know why. He said, I don't know why. I don't know why he did it, but he just randomly opened this one. And this is what it said. The blood moon was September 7, matching her birthday. I'm assuming that's the day she was murdered too. Too much symbolism and patterns that look uncannily similar to a human sacrifice. He's even mocking her on his socials. She was last seen with a Hello Kitty necklace before she disappeared. His profile picture on Instagram is a Hello Kitty, and his profile picture on TikTok is a bloody, blindfolded Hello Kitty. Whether he's mocking her or not, he made her a symbol. I was even seeing videos on TikTok about how this blood moon was to sacrifice things in your life to become who you're supposed to be way before I even heard about this, because I kind of believe in the spiritual side of all that kind of stuff, the good side of it. But after seeing all this, I really do now, because the odds are just too crazy that it's terrifying. And after seeing how many people treat it on the bad side, even up and coming celebrities, this is also fucking scary. Birthday equals cycle of life, natal hour, identity anchor, rituals timed to a birthday, aim to target of person's life force, name, soul, or destiny. Blood moon equals cosmic anomaly, power gateway, potent for transformation, endings, and transgressive rites. Death, end of a life cycle. In magic, the significance is used as a transfer point of energy, severs bonds, or to consecrate, offer a life. Combine all three, and the internal logic says you're hitting the person at a maximally potent metaphysical moment. So basically saying, if you get all these three, their birthday right on a blood moon, and you kill them on the blood moon, on their birthday on the blood moon, that is the perfect metaphysical moment. That's what he's trying to say in this email. Now, I'm not saying this is correct, but it's interesting to think about. Because, listen, you don't really know what this world's all about. You don't know. Whether you think you do, you don't. That's the beauty of it. Is that you don't get to see God. You don't get to see. There is no confirmation of absolutely anything in life. The only thing that is confirmed is death. The thing is, when you go down these weird things like this, like blood moon, etc., like you don't. The reason why we don't know about this stuff is because we weren't taught this in school. You're not going to learn about the esoteric knowledges of eons ago of how people used to think, because that knowledge has been scrapped, has been hidden. Now, I'm not saying these TikToks about random blood moons and natal charts, all those things, all those things are correct. They might be. But the thing is, this is an absolute correct. In this scenario, in this email, he has a very good point with a lot of good things. And I could pretty much prove it going down each and every one of pretty much his songs, not every single song, but most of his songs, most of his EPs, most of his album, like the first album, etc. There is a symbology meaning between all of those things, and it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. If you think it's a coincidence, then you need to reevaluate what's going on. Then you just are going based off of what people tell you, and you're never going off intuition. The reason why you pay tuition is because you're paying for tuition. You don't have intuition. So you need to pay somebody else to give you the intuition. So you pay that. You pay monetary money, which is materialistic money, to go and try to get tuition in this world. But you cannot pay for intuition. It's simple as that.
It's because of some shit like fucking, I don't even see something if this is true or not. This is like some crazy like blood moon, like a ritualistic shit, whatever, right? But maybe this is into that.
Now, this overall is a very far-fetched situation, but at the same time, it also...
And right there he says, maybe this guy's into that. And it's true. He does say that he is into these things. He does say that. He said that in his Discord, he said he's into gore. He likes to watch gore videos, etc. So it's not that too far-fetched to think that he's into this type of symbolic stuff, because a lot of the elites, etc., like to pretend that they are in on this magic side or cosmic side or whatever you want to call it, because some of them that actually do know the ritualistic stuff that goes behind it. Now, hear me out, just 1 second. Basically, I'm gonna show you the reason to all this eventually, as the video progresses. I'm gonna try to make it not too long. I know it's 20 minutes already. Just bear with me. I'm gonna try to make it. This video right here is like 50 minutes, since I gotta make it transformative. I'm gonna try to push it to maybe I could make it into 2 hours and make it into like a documentary type thing where I show you pretty much every single symbolic meaning. Or I'm gonna cut it up into pieces because some people do not want to watch the whole entire thing like that.
Makes a lot of sense. The emailer would say the blood moon was September 7th, matching her birthday. I'm assuming that's the day she was murdered too. Too much symbolism and patterns that look too uncanny and similar to human sacrifice. Now again, this is something that is absolutely crazy, but also at the same time makes a lot of sense. We have to keep in mind that David seemingly had a fascination with death for the longest time. I mean, bros
now, yeah,
even hosted a funeral of some sorts at his concerts. It just seems really...
Okay, so if he's bringing funerals at the concert, he's bringing caskets at the concert, he's giving people bloody t-shirts, what makes you think he doesn't believe in the blood moon theory, like the blood moon thing that we just spoke about? How could he not just think of, if he's so artistic and knows all this random cosmic stuff, why would you not think that he knows that?
Really
it's
weird
pretty
and uncanny.
obvious.
But if David does believe in this type of stuff, then I wouldn't even doubt if this would be in the realm of possibilities. Everything just lines up too well. On top of the fact that David apparently has a song called Super...
Okay, this is something I pointed out. I made a video before anybody knew this. I literally made a video. You can check my videos. I don't have many videos. They only have 5, 6 videos. This is probably going to be my 6th video. But I made a video about this, and this person probably already took it, and it's all good. But there is a connection to this song, actually. The Super Blood Moon that he made with Holly Huberstone. And Holly Huberstone, ironically, is connected with Taylor Swift as well. Listen, all these celebrities, they're all connected. This guy, David, I'm just going to, spoiler alert, if you're already here at 25 minutes, he's going to get away with it.
Blood Moon, just making the situation look even more damning to his career.
Right.
I want to again say, though, that all of this stuff is